Well, to start, I want your opinion. Do you believe that the only option for Barcelona to stabilize financially would be to be acquired by a company or businessman? Write your thoughts in the comments below, as I want to know what you think. Also, don't forget to leave your like, which helps us continue bringing new content like this. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss new videos. If Barcelona were a company, it would have gone bankrupt last year when Joan Laporta's administration took over. They didn't even have money for color photocopies. Barcelona is in real danger, all because of one man whose wrong decisions over the years were enough to destroy the club, leaving it with the biggest debt in football history. From imprisonments to bribing referees to favor Barcelona. He left Barcelona on the verge of closing its doors. But how did the team reach this situation? Neymar's departure from Barcelona marked the beginning of a disastrous decline for the club. In 2014, Neymar joined Barcelona for €57 million. However, a scandal arose when the newspaper El Mundo published a report alleging that the true transfer value was €100 million, with Barcelona supposedly providing false information about the amounts. As a result of this scandal, the then president of Barcelona, Sandro Rosell, resigned from his position. This paved the way for the rise of Maria Bartomeu, who would lead the club in the following years, initiating one of the biggest crises in Barcelona's history. Even after the controversy involving Neymar's arrival, Barcelona managed to win the Champions League. However, the team entered a period of collapse in the following years, and once again, Neymar was at the center of it all. In 2017, Neymar's transfer to PSG left Barcelona with €220 million to find a replacement. The club invested in Ousmane Dembélé from Borussia Dortmund, paying €150 million, despite initially being willing to pay only €80 million. Dembélé got injured early in his stint at Barcelona, which sidelined him for 5 months. With Dembélé's absence, Barcelona signed Philippe Coutinho in 2018 for €160 million. In 6 months, the club spent all the money obtained from Neymar's sale and an additional €80 million on just 2 transfers. Dembélé had difficulties adapting to Barcelona and was not focused on football, preferring to play PlayStation, eat McDonald's, and arrive late to training sessions. His lack of discipline contributed to numerous injuries, causing him to miss 141 games in 6 years. Meanwhile, Coutinho also failed to justify his transfer. Bartomeu, without recognizing his mistakes, made another error in 2019 by signing Griezmann to form an offensive trio with Suarez and Messi. However, this strategy failed, as Griezmann was placed in a position where he did not feel comfortable. And after just 2 years at the club, he returned to Atletico Madrid for €20 million, €100 million less than the initial amount paid. It was a truly disastrous deal for Barcelona. The same pattern was repeated with Coutinho and Dembélé. In addition to these 3 signings, Bartomeu spent more than €1 billion on transfers considered failures. From 2014 to 2019, these players did not even play 3 full years at the club. Barcelona's wage bill was a critical issue that was bleeding the club dry. Players like Umtiti, who played fewer than 60 games as a starter in 6 years, earned €230,000 per week. Coutinho earned €450,000 per week, while Vermaelen, who barely played, earned €145,000 per week. It was so surprising that even Sergi Roberto, a backup player, was earning more than Virgil van Dijk, the best defender in the world at the time. Even reserve players, whom fans barely knew, were earning between €4 million and €8 million per year. In 2019, Barcelona's annual wage bill peaked at €314 million, the highest in the world. In March 2020, everything collapsed when La Liga was suspended due to the pandemic, resulting in a drastic drop in the club's revenue. Despite this challenging scenario, Bartomeu continued making dubious deals. The situation at Barcelona reached a critical point with Messi, as Bartomeu had the option to allow him to leave the club, thereby reducing the wage bill by approximately €150 million. However, Bartomeu, concerned about the political consequences and his chances of re-election, vetoed Messi's departure, prioritizing his personal interests over those of the club. In 2021, Bartomeu was arrested on charges of paying a media company to perform work on his behalf, including defaming key figures at the club, but he was later cleared of these accusations. These events led to a vote of no confidence and his resignation, but the damage was already done. Barcelona's finances hit an all-time low. The new president, Joan Laporta, took over the club amidst a debt of over €1 billion and excessive salary expenditures. Unable to renew Messi's contract, who left the club for free, Laporta had to take drastic measures to save Barcelona from bankruptcy. He sold 25% of La Liga's broadcast rights for 25 years, along with part of the club's studios and merchandising operation. The largest deal was with Spotify, which became the club's main sponsor. While these measures may be effective in the short term, the long-term risks are high, exacerbated by accusations against former presidents of paying bribes to favor Barcelona. I'm glad you liked the content. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with new videos. Your support means a lot.